Yeah, I think I ate too many onions.
Welcome to Us Watching Us. This is where we will be watching videos from 2010 at the moment. And we are systematically going through all of our old videos that we filmed way back in the day and watching them in order for the first time ever and just seeing what our lives were like then and doing commentary a bit. And then afterwards looking at photos. And last week we were in the city of Seoul in South Korea. And we will be moving to the east coast of South Korea in this video.
I'm excited.
Spending some
I have
time
really
there.
good feelings about this. Good memories of sunrises. I don't know why, but one of the major things, did you need to tell more intro stuff? Okay. One of the major things I remember is that you slept on the floor at this hotel. The bed was big enough for both of us to sleep on.
Did I sleep on the floor the whole time?
You slept on the floor for some reason. I don't know if it was one night or multiple nights, but we both slept and faced out the window. We would open the window for the sunrise.
Like every morning.
And we'd watch it every morning, and then we'd close it and go back to bed. There was just something about this place that I remember being introduced to my first rice cooker and not knowing what the fuck to do with that, and the staff didn't know how to tell us how to use it, and there was just
this was
flavor that I really liked.
So when we were in Beijing, your mom had given us a timeshare for a week. Your mom went to college. Your mom gave us a timeshare that we stayed for a week, and she had a second one that was going to expire. So she gave us a second one in Korea, like a month after the one that we had in Beijing. And we didn't need it. We didn't need that refresh time the way we felt like we needed it when we were in Beijing, but it was just available. So that's why we went. And we went for I don't know if we were there for 5 days or something, but we were in a nice hotel overlooking the ocean. And that's where all of this took place. And that's what we'll be talking about in these episodes.
That reminds me of two things. Number one is that we expected to go into a place that was the quality of the Chinese place. And it was kind of ghetto, the Chinese one.
Yeah,
this
one was
place
really
turned
nice.
out to be much nicer. And then also this place was kind of not... There wasn't a lot of stuff around it.
Yeah, it's it's kind of rural and remote.
Yeah.
The eastern coastline, especially up the northern area in Korea, South Korea, is not very populated with stuff to the degree that we ended up having to hitchhike to get around at some point. But we also, in the last week's episodes, we watched ourselves going to the DMZ and going to the joint military whatever thing, where the countries can meet and all that stuff, and we went inside those buildings and all that was really cool. But we went to the DMZ on this side as well, which is really just you go up to the edge of the DMZ and you can see a view over into North Korea. It's just you stand at an observation point basically, and that's what this was. Korea is amazing for hiking. If you love to hike, go to Korea.
Yeah,
you will have a good time.
We were talking to Danny about Danny's wife. And I asked if they like to go hiking. And he said she likes to walk, but she's not really into hiking. Then I was like, is she Korean? Because all Korean. And then we both laughed because you said she wasn't old enough yet. Korean old ladies are...
Hikers, man.
They are what I picture in my mind. I just transform myself into this, Korean old lady hiker. And I... slow bot my way up any of the mountains.
Can you come just a tiny bit closer? This is just how I get my...
Eric, move him!
Move him? Look, he's drowning over here.
So scary.
I'm gonna get more of these and hide him around the house.
Yeah, that was. I knew he was there the whole time, but... Very scary, Dozo.
Okay. So let's zoom out a little bit here. And so we're going to be viewing stuff in South Korea. Last week we were in Seoul in this area, and we went up to the DMZ area and we did that kind of stuff, and that was somewhere up here. And this time we will be going, I think, Sokcho.
Oh, Sokcho. Yeah, that sounds
And then
familiar.
I think maybe this word is the second word that we went to that we'll be watching in this video, because I think we're watching two locations.
Definitely going to that word.
This is where the little hotel was, somewhere in this resort-y-ish area, I think. And then at some point during this, we will go up to this area, the end of the road. Yep. This unification observation tower. Yep, that's where we went. And then we'll be making our way down here. And I'm not sure if the video with the Brits is in.
Did you fart?
No, I did not, but I burped.
So farts are now coming out of your face. Good
it's
God.
The Cheerios, man. They got holes in them. It's not my fault.
What? Okay, all right. So it's not a choking hazard anymore. It's a fart face hazard.
Yeah. It tastes kind of rough.
God.
I had sushi. Oh boy.
Wow.
Hey man, you are what you eat or something. There's something about it. Okay. All right.
I think that burps disperse faster than farts. Because we're now free of your
Did you guys hear
ripeness.
The bump?
I don't have my ear in.
Okay, so we took a bus, I remember, from Seoul to here. I don't remember that bus ride at all. I think it was pretty uneventful.
In the grand scheme of buses we've been on, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, it wasn't like a bus from Laos. Didn't hear anything. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I don't hear anything
nothing.
either. I just probably
I
have
hear
that.
nothing.
I hear nothing. All right. I think it'll work now. Or not. Wait, you hear it now?
Heard it. I didn't hear
We don't hear anything.
it. Or he's talking about the...
Oh. No.
Still no bombs.
Music.
He just
Okay,
he
hold
heard
on.
does a you can't get into the sound check. It's bad.
It should be working. Let me close VLC and reopen VLC.
Oh, I hear it.
Better?
Yes. Well, at least for me.
If you can hear it, the chance of them hearing it is really high. Let's just wait and see. Cool, here we go. This resort with this timeshare seems a little nicer than the place in Beijing.
That's a lot of people. Oh, some sort of team. All right, so we are in Sokcho, I think. We're at a beach in the north of Korea, in South Korea. So my mom got us a condo here, and we're gonna go and find out what it's all about. This one's supposed to be much more impressive than the last one. Oh my.
This looks great.
Definite
Doors.
balcony.
Dude, I remember at nighttime the South Korean army marches up and down that beach.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, look at the rock out there.
It's a nice rock.
Yeah, this is a nice rock. It's cold. We did not go swimming.
No, yeah, it was too cold.
It's in the north of South Korea.
That's the Sea of Japan.
It sounded like somebody yelled. This is the biggest television we've had in a long time, since Bangkok the third time. Alright, so
that
rice cooker. We actually have a stovetop. That's impressive. The refrigerator's just open.
Yeah, does it look like the fridge opens from both sides?
No. It does not. It's just been open, which is weird. There's an on-off switch. I want to turn that. Actually, you know, I can't tell now that I think about it from what we just saw. Got silverware and shit. All right, the light.
You got the camera on a selfie stick.
Huh.
I didn't know we had one.
This bathroom doesn't work. Okay. There's a shower and a toilet. They aren't in the same.
Okay.
It's a little bit like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it almost feels like they came in there and they half cleaned it and they didn't realize they needed to go back because the refrigerator was open.
Maybe they just turn it off.
And air it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is there a rat in the sink?
Why doesn't the light work is more the question I have.
My memory of this place is that it was strange like this.
That it was.
That it wasn't. I don't
Yeah,
remember this at all. I remember it
these.
just being really nice.
All I can think of is the Tigger nipples. I was really hoping I was going to get you to squirt.
That's what she said.
No.
Master switch someplace?
Yeah, push that. See what happens.
This is a great video.
Oh, you know what?
Huh.
It's one of those.
Oh, with the key again? Jesus.
That's normal stuff now.
It's still irritating.
Since the last time, what is a timeshare?
A timeshare is where you pay a set amount of money
Per year.
per year. Well, there's multiple ways you can go about a timeshare. You pay a set amount of money, and that money will cap at some point in time, but you are paying in to a vacation lifestyle. Oh my God, I can't
But it's
believe
like
I'm
it's
saying
usually
this
like
out loud.
locked to another location, but you
Yes.
can transfer it if the company has got locations in other places. So like your parents have a timeshare that's like theirs in Williamsburg, but then they can pay like a little like $50 or something to transfer the time that they would be using to other places or something like that.
All right. Let me give like a game plan so that we can have a fuller explanation of this. So my parents were greeted by someone who was selling a timeshare. That person says, if you pay $10,000, you will always have a 1-week vacation in Williamsburg, Virginia.
Why
For the
anybody
rest
wanna
of
go
your
there, I don't know.
life, you can also then pass this down to your children. You will have this for forever. So like my parents, when they die, are going to give one
what they
of
do
us.
is they get like groups of people together to buy a thing. So
Mm-hmm.
you own a property with a bunch of different people. Mm-hmm. But it's not as expensive as owning the property outright.
Yes. So let's say that my parents signed on to this. They say, hey, we're going to pay this $10,000, but we're not going... Did you burp again? Did you... Good God, son. What's wrong with you?
Look, man. Let it match.
You light a match. The person who dealt it has to burn it out. They met with someone, signed a contract where they said, we're going to pay this $10,000 over time. But as long as they had started the contract, they can start using the condo once a year. So they get 1 week per year. I actually think my parents have 2 weeks per year. I could be wrong about that. But they started making those payments. I'm assuming at this point that they've paid the full 10 grand. So therefore, they have 2 weeks of vacation in Williamsburg whenever they want it, as long as they schedule it ahead of time. They can also then take these like 1 week and transfer it to another location for a little bit of a fee.
It's like $50
So,
or
like,
something. It's not that much.
It depends on the location, honestly, because some of the condos are not comparable to each other. So, yes, Colonial Williamsburg.
So
I've had a lot of fucking vacations in Colonial
So
Williamsburg.
if they aren't going to be able to use, if they're not going to go on vacation or something, like this has happened 2 times for us that she's just given us time in one of the places because
Yeah.
like she wasn't using it or whatever, which is really nice.
And you can also, if you're not going to have time to go and stay at the resort for whatever reason, you can tell them and they will sell your time to someone else and you get a refund, even though like you've already paid your 10 G's or whatever. So you could be making money back on it. I don't really know if there's like some other money making situation that happens.
I
with
think
it.
you can also sell your share.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much of, like, if the property's value goes up, is it an investment in that sense? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
they
anyways.
must be explaining it as an investment,
The-
at least in the vacation sense, and then even more so in the property sense. But it's basically like somebody builds a hotel or a condo resort in a place, and then they want to just get a whole bunch of people to pay like micro bits of it so that they're not paying it themselves.
So anyway, we stayed there for a week. I just looked it up, and anyway, let's get back into the mad ass footage.
Oh, that's out there. Whoa. This is a brown metropolis.
I like brown.
Oh, well, that's a shame. That's going to be the view from our bed. That's impressive. It's A-OK. Well, that's where we're staying.
We're like 40 or 50 kilometers, I guess, from the North Korean border. Maybe closer than that. I'm not sure. It's not that far, but apparently they have a lot of guards. These are South Korean soldiers that are walking up the beach. And if you look at out next to them, right in this region, there you go, focus. That's a spotlight, and at nighttime they turn the spotlights on here so that South Korean spies can't like swim up on the beach and come into the country. So this is what the beach looks like at night with the spotlights on it.
It's wild.
It's pretty weird. A minute ago, up a little bit further north from here, I mean like 100 yards, there were a couple of South Korean guards walking up and down the beach with machine guns, like you can see them in the spotlight.
So the place that we're staying, albeit beautiful, it's kind of a deadbeat town. The only thing that we can really understand is that things are closed because of like low season. I mean, obviously it's not beach weather, but we've just started walking through like two kind of towns that might be one town, we're not sure, and we found this little pavilion that you could come to. That looks pretty impressive, and it's right on the water. And I smashed my head on this beam right here. The water looks really amazing, albeit that Eric says that it's 40 degrees. Yeah. No.
Probably speaking in
Fahrenheit.
It's
real hot.
Done some grocery shopping again.
Oh.
Spam and
Did you see those the the Tigger clips? The Tigger. What's his name?
Tigger
Tony the
nippers.
Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
But isn't it Tigger?
No,
The
Tony.
Tigger nips? Sounds bad.
Yeah, I don't think we should be saying this. This sounds like we're one tongue twister away from cancellation.
Yeah, we are one. All right, I'm gonna steer clear of that.
Did you see the Frosted Flakes with the Korean writing on them?
Yeah.
I think she's boiling some eggs or getting ready to boil some eggs. And she's watching The Sopranos. And I am working on the computer. I'm putting a new operating system.
Oh man, pause.
Stupid. And the internet.
That began my handheld video watching time.
Oh yeah,
Wow, I still live hardcore
Yeah,
there.
you do. You
I
live there. You watch.
hardcore there.
That's your favorite way to ingest media.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've seen you sitting here in front of the TV watching your phone. What are you doing?
And the TV's there. Well, there's a lot of reasons for it right now, but I like to be able to move around. I don't want to be stuck in one place. I'm on the move.
Yeah, apparently.
It doesn't work anywhere but out on this balcony.
The internet. That's what I'm saying.
So this is the desk.
Oh man, we've had a lot of times where the aircon unit is the desk.
Guess there's worse things. There's not a lot going on here, but this is one of the most beautiful beaches I think I've ever seen. Like the water is this stunning color. And there's nobody here because it's off season. It's too cold to swim, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's our hotel, right?
That's a big boy.
We are staying up in this area, and that's our hotel. And I've been sitting up there on the 5th floor, kind of just staring at the ocean for quite a while now while I was on the internet. Because you gotta be on the balcony to be on the internet. But it's pretty cool. It's a really nice place to relax.
So we were just hanging out on the beach and we decided to come over to this big rock over here and just hang out for a little bit. And as we walked up, this man waved to us and he said, come on over here. So we walked over, and him and his friends, which we found out, they've been friends since they were 6 years old. He lives in Seoul, but they come back to their hometown and hang out with each other here on this rock. He says every day they spent in the ocean, and they would hang out on the rock that we're sitting on right now, and they come back and meet each other however often. Anyways, so the guy, he invited us to have some alcohol and some food. So first was the alcohol.
I like what you held up. Looked like it came from the ocean.
Yeah. Shit's fresh.
Which we had just found in the Family Mart that's down at the bottom of our hotel. It is 19% alcohol. My tongue is still tingling a little bit. 19% alcohol. It's in like a little beer can. Like, we've constantly been wondering why Koreans smell of alcohol, but we couldn't figure out how they were smelling of alcohol with just regular beer, because it's only like 5%.
Wow, she looks pretty.
Yeah, the 19% beer is more than half the price. And
Yeah, it might have been Sokcho. I'm not sure if we know that yet, but we do encounter that very soon, for sure.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we do.
been double the amount of alcohol. So we got to try that, and it just tasted like rubbing alcohol. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good.
Sokcho.
And then he had these fish that they had just freshly caught, chopped up. He had me take the fish and put chili sauce all over it, and then wrap it in seasoning.
Call it chili sauce.
What was it?
That red Korean sauce. I don't remember what it's called. You
Oh,
probably
yeah,
know.
yeah. I still don't know what it's called.
It's good.
Goju something.
Seaweed, which he said was nature's
Gochujang.
vegetable, and then just eat it. And I tried 2 of them. I couldn't tell a difference between either of the different fish that he told me was in there, and it was okay. Not my picnic, but it was worth trying. So I'm Korean drunk and fed now, so let's go sit at the ocean.
So we've just come off the beach over here, and instead of having water to wash your feet off with, they give you this guy here,
That's genius. That's so much better than water.
and it just blows air.
How does it make the air go fast?
An air compressor?
What's that fueled with?
Electricity? In this case, probably, yeah.
Dang good idea. I'm not a big beach goer, so maybe this is all over the place and I'm just stupid, but I think this is a phenomenal idea. You can spray Katie with it.
That seems like we could be there for a while.
So this is what the beach looks like at nighttime now.
Here, Klein, you're gonna get arrested.
Was I not supposed to be down there?
I don't know.
I saw a sign. It's past the opening time for the beach, so being out here is probably not a great idea. But we'll press our luck. But these are the spotlights, and they run all the way up and down the beach, like as far as I can see. Keep my eye open for North Korean spies.
Yeah, that was nice.
So the reason these are split into 10-minute chunks is because they're so old that YouTube had a 10-minute time limit at the time. So that's why. Where did they go? I did something wrong. But during our trip, they increased the time limit at some point.
We should take Doza to a wings restaurant. See how many people. And we just put the dozo on him, and then just see how many people squeak him. Because as the night goes on,
and people get drunker. Imagine taking that thing to feed him on.
yes, yes. He looks excited about it.
All right, so this is the second part of that stay.
So we're going to come to this unification observatory, which basically is just up on the North Korean border, North and South Korean border, and it's an observatory where you can just look over, and I'm not even sure what you can see. We just figured, screw it, let's do it. There's not a whole lot else to do around here. So we took a local bus, and then we took another local bus, and after about an hour, we get to the place where you buy tickets, and we were under the impression that you could take a shuttle the remaining 10 kilometers up to the actual observatory, but apparently that's not true. So we just kind of hitched a ride with these people. Like they just happened to be buying tickets to come up here at the same time as us. So the ladies at the desk asked them if they'd give us a ride, and here we are. And I'm not sure how we're gonna get back or anything. And I don't think they speak any English, and we don't speak any Korean, so it's strange, but we made it.
You know what I remember her doing? She called her friends or something.
Oh, yeah.
With a video call on her phone. And she was like, we couldn't understand anything she said, but clearly she was like, look at the white people in the car. Like she was like showing us and stuff. We were like waving. But it blew my mind at the time because that was the first time I'd see somebody do like a video call on a cellular device or like on a mobile device. I'd never seen that before. I remember just being like, whoa, like very impressed with just the fact that that was a thing now. It feels silly to even think that now, but
I mean, it had to have started at some point.
Yeah.
But I really don't even remember like the first time I did that.
Kind of back down into town, which was really nice of them. And on her cell phone, she like video chatted with somebody, and they turned around and showed us in the back, and we waved at them. But that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, they were on the other side going, hello! And we were waving at them. It was kind of strange, but still interesting. We all had a good laugh. It was a good way to connect without, like, having a language to work with. This is something that I don't really think you'd see in the States. It's a 2-story tank, and the top of it is just completely open. Like, we could throw stuff in there if we wanted, which...
Good thing we're
that
not
wouldn't.
in China.
Yeah, if we were in China, these fish would. Somebody would be fishing.
Yeah, they had video call, but to see it done on a cellular network is kind of like driving down the road was what it struck me as unique at that point. I hadn't seen that before.
So you can see in, and
What about the shark?
like that shark could jump out of the water if it wanted to.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, I didn't remember that. Was that in the hotel?
I
That
don't know.
couldn't have been in the hotel.
Come to this little area here, and there's this lake over here that you can't really see, and then next to the lake is South Korea's first president. He had a summer home here, and
This.
he's got a hell of a view overlooking this lake. And right across the lake is
Why are you so out of breath?
Korea's first
I just climbed up a bunch of stairs, clearly.
president, Kim Il-sung. He had a summer home here as well. It looks a bit like a castle.
Yeah, so that's the first North Korean leader's summer home when he was a kid.
Something feels like a lie.
And he is overlooking the ocean. And it's also quite a spectacular view. It's a little strange that each leader had a summer home in the same place. Supposedly at different times, I guess. I don't know. But it's a bit peculiar.
The sign that I just walked past on those stairs, I don't know why I didn't stop and say this. Maybe I didn't realize it yet, but I know now.
Spectacular view.
Hold on.
You're going.
It's a little strange that each leader had a summer home in the same place.
So that sign is a picture of Kim Il-sung sitting right there on those steps.
Oh, it's not a lie. Or deep fakes.
Could be deep fake, baby.
Supposedly at different times, I guess. I don't know. But it's a bit peculiar. So in 1948, sitting right here on these steps, this photo was taken. And this fellow here is Kim Jong-il.
Oh, Kim Jong-il. Okay. So, okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Was this
This
puppet?
appears to be a mini golf course from the 1920s.
Wonder if Kim Jong-un ever smacked some balls around there. Probably.
It's hard to resist.
This island looks a lot like a turtle.
Right now we are at Seoraksan National Park. Pronunciation might be good, no, it might be bad.
This might have been one of the very first times you and I actually went hiking exactly. Maybe in Thailand we did it a bit. But it felt
Thailand ended up being like
tromping up through
waterfall hiking. Like, this is not like going to play in the water type thing.
This was like grind to the top.
This is grind to the top.
Yeah.
This place looks amazing.
This is what a lot of South Korea's like nature area looks like. These kinds of rocks and trees and mountains and stuff.
We've come here today to go to a rock that, a big boulder that if you have a big enough group, you can move. And,
What?
let's go to some waterfalls.
There are
Cable
waterfalls.
car that's right there.
Oh, I remember going way up to the top. There's like a flag up there.
Should be pretty interesting.
So we're not sure why, but there's like a billion like
What's Mount Rushmore
junior
doing
high
here?
level children here. And they've been walking down this path for like 3 kilometers saying hello to us every 20 seconds. It's pretty fun. But this park is amazing looking. The greens are like explosive. I think we're just lucky to be here during spring.
That's even with this shitty camera, whatever it does to color.
Whoa. Look at this guy.
Klein, wow.
No, get your bread.
We don't have those in Japan.
So our park trip today has included about, thus far, 7.5 kilometer hiking. We've got another 2.5 kilometers to get back down from where we are. We climbed up this section that's far away from where we are now to get to this rock that it said was a huge boulder, and that if you had a small group of people, you could rock it back and forth. And we get there, and I think Eric might have been, Eric, there's a chipmunk. Eric might have been bigger than this rock. So we were a little disappointed, and nobody was really like pushing it or anything. This chipmunk is having a good time.
Where is he? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. He's coming right for you.
Eric's over there. Oh, there he is. Sorry about that. Anyways, right now we're at a waterfall, and it's a very simple waterfall. Like, when people think of like classic waterfall, this is a classic waterfall. And it comes into this crystal clear pond that we can't get in, which kind of sucks. It would be nice to, it's pretty warm out today, so it would be nice to be in our bathing suit playing underneath this lovely waterfall. I know that it's simple, but it goes way down. Like we were walking along it the entire time, and there's a couple cascades that you get to walk by, so the chipmunk is hanging out with me now.
This Brando himself is from Antarctica?
He's a penguin. Clearly.
What?
Clearly.
It's a good thing we got the internet to the penguins. They've been waiting.
The park here is pretty amazing. We're constantly seeing gorgeous things. The mountains are outstanding. Eric is dipping his feet in the water, and there's been chipmunks everywhere.
It's right there.
So, it's been a good day at the park.
This chipmunk is really close to us.
I can see him.
I mean, he was easily within arm's reach. It was weird.
You can tell the camera had been in the water because it sounds all muted
yeah.
because there's water on the microphone.
boop, boop, boop. I think I got this in my head the other day.
I went through a phase where I was using a lot of Mario music in our videos. Wow, look at him. Oh, did you see him like?
Mm-hmm.
Song slaps.
Is it all done on a keyboard? Or did they actually use a xylophone?
I think they actually orchestrated this.
Boom, 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 boom.
So we've taken that cable car up, and you can actually see the ocean from up here. Like, this is way out here is the ocean, and that's what?
Sokcho.
Sokcho. The city of Sokcho is right there. Not too shabby.
It looks very different than Japan. Like the rocks
I think we
and
went
stuff.
all the way to the top.
Yeah, I do too. I remember going up the top and maybe having to help you get up or something.
Yeah, I remember, I don't know if it was this one or a different one.
Yeah, but South Korea is covered with this kind of stuff. Go during the spring or the fall, probably.
We had a bit of a climb to get up here. I mean, this is really, really rather remote where we're at right now. And then there's this guy down here, and he is selling what looks like gold medals. So this is a really remote place to be selling something.
Looks nice.
Korea's are tectonic, Japan's are volcanic. That makes sense.
Oh, here it looks nice. Yay. I think I was kind of scared of doing that.
Climbing up that thing.
Yeah.
It was kind of sketchy because it was pretty windy.
It was super
and it
windy.
was pretty steep. And you're kind of a klutz.
Yeah, for real.
Take a picture, damn it. Don't make a video of me rubbing my titty.
You yelled at me. Take a picture, damn it.
Okay, so the next video we're going to be going from the Sokcho area to what I've got it written down here is Jeongdongjin,
Jeongdongjin.
but I don't know where this. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
How did you spot that?
I don't know. I knew it was on. I knew it was on the ocean. This is where that. Remember that? Oh, you dude. This is. You remember there's a. There's like a boat.
Yeah. We're gonna
Maybe
meet
it's this
the
thing.
Brits. We met the Brits near the boat.
Yeah, there's like a boat up on a hill, and then we went and saw a submarine. Steve, thank you for the sub.
Thanks for the sub.
So anyway, we got one more video that we'll watch, and then we'll go through the pictures from this visit. This one's kind of dramatic, if I recall.
Yeah.
All right, we have been watching these boats go by, and they're going really, really fast.
Oh, this was awesome.
Turns and just out of their minds. And we're going on one of those rides right now. Here we go.
Oh, we got another one. Satellite.
3 months, wow.
Thank you for
Great.
3 months.
No seatbelt.
So this guy's job is to go out and be like a roller coaster boat. Basically, it's not just like a leisure boat. He's going out there to be like, let's go like
roller
spin
boaster.
around. Yeah, who know what?
A roller boaster.
A roller
It's
boatster.
boat plus coaster. It's a roller. Well, I guess it
A
wouldn't
roller
be a
boatster.
roller. It's just a boaster.
But it doesn't roll.
Yeah, it's
Floater
the
boaster.
roller out. Floater boaster. Yeah.
Floater coaster.
A floater coaster. Ah, that's good, Eric Klein. Yes. Floater coaster.
That's your
I
standard
love
noise.
squealing. Do it, son.
Yeah, see the boat up on the hill?
Go faster.
Yeah, this is really cool.
I think they go like just right up onto the beach for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, me too.
That is a.
The thing is the more you squeak, the more that guy's gonna push it.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh, I know the effect.
Wow.
Yeah, the boat. See, they're just on the. He just like goes straight up. That was smart of me. So you could see.
So cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I didn't realize I'd done that.
Place that I'm not even gonna bother to try and pronounce because it's got a J and a G and another J.
That's why I don't know what that sauce is called.
You know how hourglasses work? This basically counts the year. So it takes the sand from the top a year to get all the way down to the bottom, and then they roll it across this little track right here and flip it over at the first of the year.
Pause. That's cool as shit. That's like one of the coolest things Wow.
Ever taught yourself?
Thank
This is you explaining it.
It's not the explanation. Like somebody made that. That's really
it is
cool.
It looks like it's
Good
maybe
job.
segmented into
Zodiac.
or something.
So there's a cruise ship.
Geordie La Forge. No doubt we were calling it that.
Seems like somebody's done it wrong. All right,
Oh,
this
you
is
do
a
want that?
North Korean
Yeah.
submarine that in 1996 ran up against some rock somewhere nearby, and essentially has now become the property of the South Korean government. It's kind of an interesting story.
Is that Danny? What is it, Danny? I don't know who people are.
Danny's name on here, I believe, is Danny. Yeah, it's Danny or something like that.
There were
That's helpful.
There were 26 North Korean soldiers and crewmen on it, and apparently when it hit these rocks, the commander burnt all the important documents that you can actually still see fire-blackened compartment inside, and then when he before he evacuated, he shot all 11 crew members and then landed with the soldiers and agents and attempted to return to the north. None of them succeeded, but it took 49 days to capture or kill them. In the process, 17 civilian South Koreans and soldiers were killed and 22 were injured. So it's a pretty crazy story. And sitting next to it over here is an American battleship that was given to South Korea that they used for like 20 years or something. And then, more importantly, there's bunnies.
Which one?
Why are there bunnies next to the South Korea or the North Korean submarine?
I don't know.
This is amazing.
Why did I add music? It's weird.
It is a little weird.
I don't know. It's just me not
We're
knowing.
not really talking very much at all.
You know what this is?
Boys go to war.
Nope.
What is this?
The steel.
Are we having an earthquake?
No, I'm shaking.
Ah.
I think I just wanted to show how low it was for myself.
You crawl through small spaces.
Show off my ass.
I wonder if you did a crack check before that.
Survive.
Oh, really? Are you firework?
Korean submarine adventure. We met up with a British couple during dinner. Kirsty and Mike introduced us to soju, which led us to recreational explosives.
This was a bad idea, but a very good idea. You're drunk at this
Oh my
point.
God, I
You're really
was
drunk.
fucked
Have you
up.
peed with her yet, or is that coming soon? At some point, you and her
It's
spent
on
time
the
in
beach,
a toilet together.
So I don't know. It's on the beach.
Bad idea.
We were drunk.
Really, really, really into. Well, I wasn't quite as drunk as everybody else was.
I was real drunk. I think this is where I end up like
You slept
wrapped
around
around the toilet eating bread. Yeah.
But anyway, and then this happened. Mikey jammed one of the bottle rockets into the sand too deep, and it didn't launch. The whole screen turns white.
This time in slow motion. Go, go, go! That's me. Ah.
Later on, we headed back to our hotel to be greeted by the owner, who brought us into his kitchen, which
He was already drunk.
He was drunk. I was drunk. We had a great time.
was filled with a whole bunch of random foods that were on the table. It looked like they had had a party. He had some tentacles that were boiling on top of the stove, which he tried to get us to eat, and I think that I ate some. I don't really remember. He gave
I
us
did.
some more alcohol. There were a bunch of like little candies and fruits, and we hung out with him for like an hour, yelling and making rooster noises at one point in time. Anyways, we headed
I
back
did
to
that
our
today
room.
too.
He shook us down for the $30,000 that we owed him, and then I spent the night in the bathroom. It was pretty good. We're in an argument. I am very drunk.
아이 이 소리 안 되더라. 안 돼도
Well,
일단 이거 손뭐 이래. 아 이래.
We've got to get somebody that can listen in Korean to tell us what this guy's saying.
Daddy!
Danny's wife. Look, we gotta get Danny's wife involved.
아 이러면
I don't even know.
너를 알아.
I don't know.
You're so drunk.
So drunk.
Oh, he's talking about the hot sauce and how the hot sauce makes the lettuce good.
Oh my God. So drunk.
You're so drunk you think you speak Korean now.
Nah, drunk people speak a different language. But anywho, oh my God, my drunk accent is so drunk.
Not very good. I'm very drunk. You eat this.
Huh?
You eat it.
예.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You just
What did you say?
Gave it to him. I said, "You eat this." He did some shit, and then I said, "What the fuck? You dropped it on the floor." I'm making such a good friend. You know, this reminds me of another time that I got drunk, and we were on that ninja boat, and I made friends with the other guy.
I was sick. You were
Oh
drunk.
man, I like hanging out with Asian old dudes and just being drunk. We
Just
have
go to
a good
izakayas,
time.
man. They're everywhere. Hold on. What happened here?
You eat this. You eat it.
예.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Freaking out 'cause there's all this shit on my leg. Hey. Get it. I'm on the other
예,
side.
이래 하고.
We're both working on it because I have the camera. I won't.
Nee.
에이, 너네 하지 말고.
He's feeding you.
Yes. And nay is no.
Ew, fucked up.
I'm making a video. How do you feel?
Really fucked up.
What have you been doing?
You're with this Korean man who lives here.
Who were your friends earlier, your English friends? Do you remember their names?
Kirsty and Michael. Kirsty and Michael.
Do you remember the song?
No, fuck, I can't remember the song.
There was a song?
Wayne Rooney or something?
Oh.
Some guy that's white and then Wayne.
Wayne.
Something or another. I can't
So you're gonna spend the night in here?
remember.
No,
Maybe.
I'm gonna have that big bed to myself. You can hear I'm perfectly fine. I don't think I haven't seen you drunk like this in quite a while.
I slept by the toilet. Not the last Joel visit, but the Joel visit before that. I laid down and everything sloshed. I didn't feel like I was that drunk, but my stomach just got upset and, well, I might have been drunk. And yeah, I hung out with the toilet that recently. But yeah, that was excessive. We essentially had like 2 drinking sessions on top of each other with alcohols that I'm unfamiliar with, and yeah.
Did you hear me? It's like when that bomb goes off or whatever, you hear it, I just go, shit, like, under my voice. Because I wasn't as drunk. I wasn't very drunk. Everybody else was tanked. Anyway, we ended up...
We dropped it on the floor. What the fuck?
We ended up meeting up with those people again. Like
In Seoul.
And hanging out with them again.
We went and saw their apartment.
We stayed at their apartment and they didn't come.
Oh, I
Like it was I think the day before we left Korea, we stayed at their apartment again. I think we met them 2 times, like 3 times total. But we stayed at their apartment and they just were like out at a bar drinking and never came home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just like gave us the code or whatever. Anyway, so let's take a look at some of the photos from those times. Just the DMZ is this direction sign, and a lot of this is just going to be pictures of the beach. Maybe, I don't remember. I guess this is unspecified danger. Like maybe the Korean indicates more than what we're seeing, but this is danger. Pagoda thing that we showed. So it's probably, I don't know if it was a sunset or it would have been a sunrise, because the sun comes up on the east side of the planet.
Stop burping. What are you doing?
And you can see the army dudes on the bottom right hand side.
Oh, I can take that out. Wow. That pile of stuff on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like Katie's up to something.
I was sleeping on the floor here?
Yeah, you slept on the floor. I think maybe your back was fucked up.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like, that's the only reason I can suss.
It's a long toilet bowl. Man, we used to have Listerine all the time.
To the point that we traveled with it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This is you, man. Zonked out. Maybe that's why I slept on the floor. There was no room.
Oh,
yeah, look, over on the right-hand side. It looks like I set up a bed over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why you were down there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
We weren't like in an argument or anything like that, and even if we do argue, it doesn't tend to be a bed splitter.
The DMZ, if the DMZ is amazing to go check out. It's like very unique. I mean, the odds of like something breaking out while you're there, I mean, very, very low.
That's my first rice cooker. Look at it.
Is it?
Staring at me. He's staring at it. See you.
We still have that red and green bag. That's still...
Yes, we still have that red and green bag for medical stuff. It's like filled with pills for traveling.
Mm-hmm. I think over on the far right by the rice cooker, I think those are hard drives.
I think we might have had that fridge.
Yeah, here in Japan.
It's a great picture.
This must have been up near the DMZ area.
I think so.
Nice color. Water. So I assume that's North Korea, kind of like in the distance behind me. It's crazy. Just airplanes and tanks and stuff. Yeah, look at him. He's looking right at me. What do you think he's thinking about?
Murder.
Yeah.
Who did it better?
This would have been where that picture of Kim Jong-un was.
Look at the mountains.
So at this point, Kim Jong-un was still the leader of North Korea. Looks like a little white kid on the left. Maybe it is. Like a Russian. I think they had ties with Russians and stuff back in the day. 1948. That's where Kim Jong-un was sitting. Yeah, look at that. We got a little selfie stick for the camera. I didn't realize we had one of these. That was pretty not a thing that was. It was kind of new then to have something like that. Because we stayed there for a week, we had a shopping list.
Cereal, crackers, Spam, bread, milk, and yogurt. And now I find out that you didn't really like Spam. And not that I thought that you were like a proponent, but I get the impression you're like about it.
Yeah, my family wasn't poor when I was growing up, so
Yeah.
actually we kind of were, but we weren't Spam poor.
Well, my family wasn't poor growing up. My mom
Your
just
mom
kept poor tendencies.
was poor when she was
like
little.
she's putting the peanut butter on the saltines. She's making Spam
What else do you
sandwiches.
put peanut butter on?
What? Anything other than pork crackers? Like
Wait, saltines are pork crackers?
yeah, they're like wartime crackers. I've talked about this before. Like, what other... I gotta ask my mom the other poor thing she does. Here it comes.
What?
I know why you're giggling.
Did they come in the cereal?
I don't know where you got these. Anything about them has been overwritten by this image.
You can see them here. I'm wearing them right there.
Yeah, that's why you're giggling. I like saltines too. I was raised on them.
When we went hiking, this was the mascot of the hiking area.
Favorite thing to do with saltines, you gotta put the salty side on your tongue and then fill your mouth with milk. Fucking love that. I don't even know why. It's amazing.
Anyway, this guy was the mascot of the hiking area. I've got a bunch of pictures of him up to different stuff.
Oh, he's cute.
He's not bad. I wonder if there's... look, he's got that white thing on his chest.
sun bear?
I don't know if he's a sun bear, but... Sun bears are like...
Got you.
Yeah.
Bukyo.
We were setting the timer. And I had to like run up around. That was the best one we got.
I like timer challenges.
Yeah. There's that bear again. Falling to his death.
You better watch out.
Do you ever look at Korean and your brain tries to be like, wait, what katakana?
No.
What is this?
No.
So I just glance at it sometimes. I'm like, I can't read. Hey, this is nothing.
There's probably like 1 or 2 characters, but overall I glance and go, nope.
Yeah, that bear might be giving him a nudge. Yeah. Beware of the forest fire.
That's a significant dent in my nose.
Yeah, can we still do that? Is that still possible? That much? Oh, yeah, it looks exactly the same.
Ow.
That bug is involved.
Oh, I couldn't see the bug because it's right. I just thought this was a picture of you indenting my nose.
Yeah, it's hanging out with the bug.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's a pretty good photo for that crappy camera.
Ding, ding, ding.
What are you singing?
His jam. Ding,
Oh.
ding,
He has a jam?
ding, 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 ding. It was the Mario jam.
Bow, 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 bow.
Did we do one of those?
I don't think so. Looks like a roof tile. The
Cable car.
it's pretty cool.
I like that picture. Man, tough day.
Really hard day. I think this is frogs. 2 frogs fucking. Dude,
I don't know how to explain what I feel about that. Like,
In your moment alone with
really, you know, it looks like real weirdly pixelated. Like the top one didn't load all the way. Yeah, like the lower
top
one makes sense,
the
but the
one
top one's broken.
didn't toad all the way.
It didn't toad all the way.
You know what I've learned? And I don't know if this is true. Somebody tell me if I'm crazy, but maybe I read this yesterday on Reddit or something, that birds that like, it's hard for us to tell if they're boys or girls, but they actually have colors that we can't see in their feathers. So if you could see like into the ultraviolet range, you could be like, the bird has different colors.
You'd easily know it
So
was
the birds can see a further range of color than we can, so they can easily tell gender based on a glance.
Can they tell with me? Am I exhibiting different colors than you that they can see? Then they know that I'm a
Dogs
girl?
can smell when you're on your period, I think, right?
We've seen evidence of that.
So yes.
This one's weirdly pixelated.
It's a girl at a waterfall.
Ooh, that's cool.
I like time-lapsing those now with the current technology we have. Yeah, so
Yeah,
you stayed at the bottom, and eventually I
and
convinced
then-
you to come up.
I don't know if you convinced
Or
me.
you
I
just
think I
came
just
up.
sat there going, if you don't go and do it now, you might wish you had done it, or at least like give it a try. But I remembered thinking to myself that I was a little scared of the whole
I
situation.
don't even think you'd blink at this now.
No. I'd be like, I'm going to the top. Even if I get up there and feel like I have to go back, like even if you don't get to the top and you feel like you have to go back, I got to the point that is the most that you can get to. And I want to go there.
How other birds are behaving is a big part of it too. Oh, okay. It's a big bowling pin.
I don't know about the colors of birds. It could be that it's different per species.
You don't need
or-
to answer this question. Earliest bird is here. Earliest bird knows all the bird stuffs.
Oh, great. I'll take a break.
There's an expert here.
Let's just take a break.
They got more rods and cones in their eyes.
Ah. Yes. I forgot. at the hooves. Oh man, you're 40, and honestly, like last week you visited some ponies, so like things are looking
A
up.
little spike.
Things are looking
Yeah,
up.
there's been a little bit of a spike.
We've got one hoof, and then we've got two hooves, and then we've got one hoof with a PF, and then 3 hooves, and then 4 hooves. What's the PF?
Pony friendships.
But why did we go 1, 2, 1, 3, 4?
I think there's a spacing issue.
I think somebody who made this is not good at it.
Looks like you made it. That's your handwriting at the
Those
top.
are your horseshoes. Those are retarded horseshoes. Can't even draw you. We're not allowed to say that word anymore.
Oh man.
It's pretty funny. You need to update the chart. It was a team effort.
But you see that age 5?
It looks
You
like
see that
Errors Rock.
little hump at age 5? I had a picture taken sitting on a pony.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I really spent a lot of time with ponies in that
age 10 bracket.
like age 8 to 12 area was big time for pony time. I just put this in there because we take lots of. I have tons of photos like this where we'll take a picture of a timetable, so you can like then take it back and like
You can go and like digest it without standing there
trying to figure out what all this Korean says. But yeah, we just have a lot of pictures just like this. That's a land boat.
Wow.
It's
That's a significant land boat.
land ship. We never went up there and looked at it either. What are you doing?
I was hanging out with somebody, and they mentioned. I was hanging out with like a
Yeah, it's a hotel.
friend of a friend, and they started talking about land boats, and I was like, "Oh my god, is it catching on?" And I let the dude tell his story, and a few minutes passed, and I was like, "I just gotta ask you, like, where'd you come up with this land boat concept?" And he was like, "You told me about it." That's why he was talking to. He's probably never talked to anybody else about land boats. He gets next to me. We got to talk about land boats.
This happened often.
Yes, the panty tree.
The panty tree, you call it. It's the.
You didn't have like your quick dry panties then. I wonder. I don't remember what your panties were during that time.
Just like cotton boxers or something. This is the back end of a North Korean submarine.
I think that land boats are best when I can jump on them. Land sub.
That was the burnt stuff off the inside of where the guy with the burning and the whatnot.
Probably get some evidence. Wow, I look fat as fuck.
Yeah,
Why am I
that's
so fat there?
I know the same thing. I think it's because the ship is so skinny. It's just a comparison. It's like an optical illusion.
Yeah. I have to pee really bad. How many pictures?
I don't know. Want me to just fire through them here? Hold on, let me see. How about 5? Can you hold it?
It's real questionable.
Go. I don't want a wet spot on the seat.
Because I don't want to speed through things.
Hey guys, it's just us. I don't have anything to talk about. Oh, you know what? I do have something to talk about. Check this out. Check out these beans. Hold on. Look at this. The GoPro hopefully won't be in my life like it has been because I got this thing today. And I got it for actually a pretty good price. So I'm pretty happy. I got it at a hard off. I just walked in, they had one and it was on sale. So I have to buy some different cables and I have to buy this thing that holds it and keeps the cables from breaking the jack and stuff, which is more expensive than I expected it to be. But yeah, I've got a couple more things to buy for it. But for bike streams in the future, they should be in much better shape. Hopefully. Hopefully. Just one more thing.
You might not want to use the speed bump. Keep those speed bumps in the house. They smell bad.
Oh, yeah.
They smell like pesticide.
Yeah, that's true. You can put them outside. Yeah, Gajita is the guy that I'm probably going to end up getting the case from. I was surprised when I saw that they're $85. But I don't know what it costs to 3D print stuff, and people got to make money, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll get a discount because I'm in Japan. He doesn't have to ship it internationally or whatever. But anyway, we shall see how it goes. What was that?
How's the new D-Bot?
The new D-Bot's good. Yeah,
I haven't really met the new D-Bot.
He's D-Botting around. He's doing a good job.
There's been no time to meet the new bot. Knee-Bot.
Yeah, I've been calling him Knee-Bot.
Knee-Bot.
He's milking all those loaded streamers. Yeah, maybe so. But I want to get it. I don't want to break the back of this thing. You can't buy these things anymore, so you got to find them used. They don't make them. So, did we have a funeral for the previous D-Bot?
No, he's still just creeping around. I want to take him apart and find like a plate, and then I want to play around with making a necklace charm out of epoxy, like solidifying it in epoxy in a way that you can put it on a chain. I want to do that.
You could also see if you could fix him. You probably can't. I think it's a main board problem.
If you have not succeeded, I doubt that I will be any better.
Yeah, I do. I kind of want to see if I can give it another go without having like a time crunch or whatever. Is there not a second or third generation? No, there's a second generation that's fine. There's only two of these. There's two different. They look identical, but one does 4K and one does 1080p. This one just does 1080p. It's fine for streaming. But they don't. Sony doesn't make these anymore. Nobody makes a camera that's good for streaming anymore, to be completely honest. This is what almost everybody uses for many reasons. Anyway, let's get into the final picks.
How much is it to stay on that boat?
Oh, in the Sun Cruise Hotel?
Yeah.
Do you want to find out?
It says it there. It's like $120 a night.
Yeah, it's kind of expensive, but...
Land boat. You ever stayed on a land boat?
I don't think so. Yeah, wait, no, what?
We stayed on a boat. It was in the water.
It was in the water, though.
Water boat. It's just a boat.
Where did we get fireworks?
Who the fuck knows?
The Brits, I think, had something to do with that, I bet.
No doubt.
So those two, they lived in Korea, probably inferred from our conversation earlier. Did we write something here or just write goo, doo,
I think
loo?
based on the footage that I've seen, we were not writing anything.
I guess I thought that was me, but I guess maybe that's the old guy. And this picture was in there, and I was like, I wanted to say this is how drunk Katie was, that she was taking pictures like this. But it's still probably how drunk Katie was. He came back and knocked on the door after all the drinking happened to ask us for money.
Oh yeah, he shook us down.
That's right.
And I said that in the video.
I had completely forgotten about him.
It was fun to hang out with him.
It was a little weird when he started jamming stuff in your mouth.
Yeah, I think we left shortly after that.
Yeah, I think that's when things got a little weird.
Yeah.
And that's the last photo.
But that's not the last time I will be assaulted by a Korean man.
That's somewhat
They really
true.
do like to
assault you.
hit me in the face.